Okay, everybody. Let me fire up an invite here. I think that's right.
That's about as slow as a ball could be traveling. Still without.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Davis now 13.
All right. One more. Let me just text him real quick.
Get to 3 under. First PGA Championship, just a second feature.
All right, we're going to make it
Australian.
pretty quick. Just going to go over what pretty short slate over here at on this Thursday. Very compact baseball slate. Just an NBA showdown. If Bobby has any takes on the showdown, I actually did play one showdown lineup just to donate $8 to the cause, and I will go over what I did. But I'll give Bobby just a few seconds to get here, and then I could talk about why I keep stressing to not play freaking chalky golfers. And every freaking week I say I'm tossing this guy because he's chalk, tossing this guy because he's chalk. And this week I decided to play freaking Daniel Berger. Just got punished on this one. It's a shame too, because as I said in the video, Connors was basically a lock to finish top 20. And I had some good plays, and Berger is just killing me. And so that's that. Let me see. God forbid he's in the fairway. Is that possible? Oh, he almost made a putt. Not bad. He's going to make another par. He's plus 6. So you can fire off some questions in here, but I'll give my summary of the DraftKings slate. First of all, we on DraftKings on baseball tonight, I like Velasquez and Smiley. I think those two kind of stand out over the rest. In single entry and 3 max, where you're just looking for the best plays, I believe that. If you go beyond, you could play some Pavetta, some Steven Matz. I played some of the lottery. Believe it or not, I actually got a little bit of the Will Crow. Remember, this slate of pitchers stinks. Okay, so you could have a situation where the SP2, the second SP2 scorer is going to get like 12 points. It's very possible. So just to let you know, that's what I'm doing. Here's Bobby. Let me find his situation. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, sorry about that. I was actually joining the chat room, but it was hot out here, so I didn't realize I had my shirt off. So I realized I probably should put my shirt on before I come in the chat room.
What are you doing? You're going full reversal. A few days ago, you wouldn't even show your face at all. Now you're going to come in with no shirt on and posing and all this stuff. It's freaking
I was going to feel very proudly showing my face for a minute. Yes. But we had unfortunately, I'm still 5th in the Stinger, the $100 tournament.
I was just complaining about how stupid I am, because every week that my first thing is I'm just not playing chalk golfers, not playing it, and this week I decided to play freaking Daniel Berger. I mean, for real. I mean, that's why I deserve it. I'm looking at my Corey Connors. I said he was a lock to finish top 20. He's like in the lead. I'm looking at Zalatoris. I'm looking at all Keegan Bradley, and 67% freaking Daniel Berger. So that's my punishment. That's what I get. So
I'm
what do you?
sorry.
Tell me about your stinger line. Tell me about your stinger lineup.
Well, it was looking great. I was in second place and I was cruising, and then Fleetwood made an 8 on 15, so that shot me back. But then he birdied 16. So he's. I mean, basically, it's Hovland, Oosthuizen, Connors, Bradley, Schauffele, who's 1 over, and Fleetwood, who was at 1.1 under, but now is 2 over. But I mean, all in reasonable shape. You know what I mean? And it's not nothing special. You know what I mean? Fleetwood and Oosthuizen are the lowest owned of the bunch. Keegan Bradley was less owned than I thought he would be. I probably would have had even more of them. But you know, it's nice to have, you know, a little chance. Hopefully Fleetwood can have a good Friday and make the cut, and I'll feel good. I don't really feel nervous about Xander making a cut or not.
It's probably going to be what, +2?
Oh no, it's projected somewhere between +3 and +5, with leaning towards +4 and +5.
Oh, please, one time.
That's what I don't understand about these withdrawals. So there must be actually something wrong with what's his name?
With Burns.
With Burns, because 5 over is actually right now just barely the second most likely, just barely ahead of 4 over. 4 and 5 over is a good. It looks likely. You know what I mean? Like, why the hell does he have to? I don't know. It's just frustrating. And he's also in my my main lineup, which is pretty good. You know, it's Zalatoris, it's him, it's other than him. I mean, Zalatoris. Who else did I have? Anyway, it's a good lineup. We can talk about baseball. I just was venting.
I got Zalatoris also in my outright, which I'm glad he's in contention there.
I was going to be congratulating you because for some reason I thought you said you got Corey Connors at 45 to 1.
No, I got Zalatoris.
5
to 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, still got a great shot. I love the way that kid plays.
Yes, I do.
All right, should we?
So I just started like my analysis of drafting. This is what I got. So in single max, in single entry 3 max, when you're looking for the best plays, for example, like I like Velasquez, and this is on drafting, Velasquez and Smiley in the pitchers, and then my 2 main and the 2 sets of hitters I like the most are Boston and the other one. Who's the other one? Atlanta. But what I was saying is that, you know, it is a weak pitching slate. So when you're going down for multiple lineups, I'm totally into like playing other guys. So I was reviewing like some of the other guys I have, because I am playing some of the lottery stuff, and I have a decent amount of Mats, and I also have a few Will Crow, just for kicks. And that's where I had left off before you got here.
Well, that certainly makes some sense to me. I'm leaning the Dodgers, Atlanta, and I'm using like mini stacks from Boston and Toronto. But I do like the Dodgers as being one of the core stacks. I don't love. I mean, again, it's not your favorite lineup that you get with the Dodgers. I also have come on to the other team I'm stacking, and I have at least 1 or 2 or 3, between 1 and 3 players in all my DraftKings lineups. Is I'm not playing Velasquez on DraftKings as of the moment. I'm probably going to get 1 lineup with him in, but I actually I know that he's a good play, and I'm actually using him on FanDuel, I know it's weird. But I mean, it just not that you should use BVP as gospel, but like if you look at these guys, they light this guy up, and they're cheap. I don't think they're going to be popular, and it's a small slate, so I'm happy to take shots on Miami, particularly Brian Anderson, Corey Dickerson. You can use Wallach as a pivot off of the other catchers. I just think that they all make a lot of sense to me. And Odubel Herrera I don't mind using a player against my own pitcher. Odubel Herrera at 2,300 batting second today is definitely appealing.
Miami on FanDuel is, I think, my second most owned stack.
Oh, nice. On FanDuel too.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. And I do have some Velasquez there as well.
Oh, nice.
Not in the same lineups though. And then I also have some Mats over there. Smiley, Mats, and Velasquez is all I have over there. And I got Dodgers over there for sure.
Yeah. I didn't find any other pitchers to go to other than the big 3. That's what this slate is.
Exactly. I mean, this is my point. My point is that it's possible that the SP2 will have 12 points. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah, absolutely. And with that argument, why play the chalky guys? Why not mix it up? I get you there. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Right. I think that's a real. It's just an ugly spot. The Dodgers are, doing this thing with Price tonight and everything. Almost makes me, if I don't know. This would be a night where I would consider playing UC because if Price goes he can get the win if he pitches 3 innings. That 4 points could mean a lot,
Yeah.
Okay, guy, and we're talking about all the bats you want to spend up on. So I wasn't considering him, but maybe he's not the worst play in the world. I actually think that he makes quite a bit of sense.
How about the idea that no pitcher gets the win tonight in any game?
Yeah, it's a weird slate for sure.
Yeah.
But I also don't mind going on FanDuel. I'm doing a lot of 3-3-2s, a lot of I have 1-2-2-2-2, which is weird because there's only 4 games. I just don't think you need to focus entirely on stacking, but it's funny because on a big slate, I would still be interested in 4 different stacks, and those are the stacks that I'm using. I wouldn't be playing the Miami stuff. Maybe I'd play one-offs. I wouldn't be playing the Pittsburgh stuff, even as one-offs probably. But I do think the other guys would be in consideration no matter what. Yeah. So
you would be happy to know. I'm going to give you a full breakdown once I load it. I want to tell you my stack breakdown in my FanDuel lineups. So I have 4 lineups. Well, I have a 4x2, 3x2x2, 3x3, 4x2x2, 3x3x2, 2x2, 3x2, and 2x2x2.
That makes a lot of sense.
I'm in full non-sheets mode today. I'm in full Bobby mode. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. These kind of slates, though, you can get in a funny way. Sheets. Sometimes I've always felt not that. Okay, I don't want to say my skill. Yeah, I guess I've also say it the part of my advantage of trying to figure things out is trying to figure out the little tiny differences and try to make the weird plays. And on the giant slates, you just don't need to do that as much. You can play Vladimir Guerrero at 2%. You know what I mean? On big slates, you don't have to get creative as much. Here on these little ones, that extra creativity sometimes pays off. So hopefully it works out well for us tonight because I'm not fully massive stacking much. Although I do have a full Dodger stack on FanDuel in one lineup, to be honest.
I have of my 14 kind of lottery lineups on DraftKings, I have 4 of them with 5-man stacks. The 5-2 is and then the 5-2 I think is Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. They have 2 5-2s. One of them, the 5 is Miami, and the other one is Pittsburgh. So it's
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm really trying to embrace the variance in the lottery tournament over there.
Isn't it nice with baseball though? We make a lineup at the beginning of the day, and you don't really need to change it. It's pretty much what you're going to deal with,
Yeah, it is. It's quite the.
It's pretty different from NBA. It'll be what's great is the NBA playoffs will be a little bit like that for us because we shouldn't have too many, there'll be a little injury news as that we say, but we'll be ready for that stuff without maybe the weird, bizarre COVID thing or something that might pop up. But for the most.
So let me ask you a question. Are you playing, you throwing a lineup into the showdown?
Tonight? No. I've got enough money riding on this as it is.
What do we got now? What do we have? The Washington to make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, I just need them to win. Simple.
Okay.
Seemingly simple. Hopefully simple. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, it's just Washington to get in, and then I need Jokic or Embiid to win the MVP, which is going to be the other good pay. But I was really happy with the season long bets. I felt like I really thought I put some time into it and actually came up with some good plays. And nothing was better than the Bradley Beal to win the scoring title at 75-1. But sometimes it doesn't work out.
Can I tell you a funny sheet story? This is a good story. for the people if they ever want to watch this. So I keep forgetting to mention this to you. Couple of Wednesdays ago on we were doing our golf show. We got to hang in there. Oh, Zalatoris living the good life. So I was it got to me my turn to talk about I think the 7K range or whatever, and I was trying to illustrate a point that I'm going to play Harris English again and like throw money in the trash can. I don't know if you remember it, but I took like money out of my hands. Right? I took it out of my wallet and I turned. I'm like, you know what this is? This is me playing Harris English, and I threw money in like the trash as like kind of a symbol or whatever. Well, I forgot that I threw the money in the trash, and I got back home and I'm like, where'd my money go? I'm like, oh man, I left it. I threw it in the trash. I'm like, there's the cleaning people are going to be coming, and the next day it was gone. So,
no!
So I literally threw money in the trash.
Oh, that's brutal.
I threw money away, illustrating a point that I didn't want to play Harris English. So that's.
Hey, so what did you end up doing today?
+2, something like that.
Okay, I didn't keep track of him. Everybody else was loving him. I'm like, I couldn't figure out the reason to play him. But yeah, this was the one time I didn't want to play him. I've literally wanted him every other week. Cam Davis, I didn't even realize was playing pretty well. Guys, if you do have any questions, drop them into chat. I know there's not many people watching on these kind of slates. It's pretty standard.
I really didn't realize how hard this course was going to be. I mean, I was there during the morning. I'm like, oh my god, I got to really live with Haddon only even. Are you serious? And it's like even's going to come in like 12th. It's like ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was looking early on. I'm like, oh, geez, these guys are all +1. I was feeling really good because you know who I ended up with 30% of, and early on it was looking pretty good. Was Carlos Ortiz.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he's like 0.5% owned, like in some of the tournaments. No, I think he ended like at +2. I think.
Okay.
He was tied for the lead though. It was just like I had a lineup. I mean. There were some today that were looking like, okay, well, this could be the day at least I have the millionaire lead at the end of the day, which is not the day you want to have the end of it, but it felt like it was in the cards and wasn't quite there. By the way, my favorite one-off tonight, it's weird. It's always Acuna, but like if you're not going to play Acuna, or if you can find a way, I think JD Martinez is going to hit a home run tonight. I really think so.
Let me just scan through my Gurriel is out. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, they finally released their lineup.
They did. So I'm gonna manually change that.
I'm gonna feel a little bit like an idiot. Maybe I should throw Pivetta into one lineup though. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I got some.
There's like a huge route here where he like puts up like he could easily he could outscore the next two pitchers, and he also could he could have negative the next two pitchers also. The best two pitchers. True. He's got that in him. But look, Toronto's a mean lineup, but like they're guys that you're scared of are all righties, and Pivetta has always been really, really good against righties. And we're playing like Alcantara against a tough Philly team too. So just like it's a pretty reasonable play actually. I think the Pivetta.
Okay, so I've replaced Lourdes Gurriel with Kike Hernandez. That's a good swap.
Kike Hernandez is going to be so popular, you're not even going to know what to do with it. I love him too today. It sucks. Like I actually ended up playing way more of him than I thought because of I just wanted Lux to be hitting higher in the order. So every non-huge lineup that I'm playing is Lux, and then all my big ones though I did leave the chalk Kike in there. But they're with like Miami stacks and things like that, so it's not the worst case, They
didn't have an Arizona lineup yet, right? Or did they?
I did not get.
I think they're all in, but so it should be in.
I don't have it right now.
Everyone.
I'm gonna have to play one Pujols lineups, by the way, like with my Dodger stacks. Like he's 2,300 and it's a 4-game slate. I don't like to use these guys on big slates. I think it's like the biggest trap in the world to play these 2,300 first basemen. Unless there's like batting high in the order in Colorado or something, and have some power that some reasons something's wrong. But Pujols, you shouldn't be playing on those kind of slates. But on these kind of slates, yeah, I mean, you might just getting different with it might be good enough.
Yeah. Let's see something. Lineups, contests. Let's see, live.
Usually I'm all stressed trying to make sure I can answer chat and everything. There's nothing to answer because
Everybody's chilling.
a nice word from, oh wait, I did some changes here. Adam, thank you for the compliments on the website. Guys, please, if you are here, please give us the like, thumbs up, and yeah, always happy to hear some site advice. So Dalton Varsho is not in the lineup, which is going to change basically all of my DraftKings lineups.
Oh yeah, I could have told you that. Sorry about that.
Really? I thought it just happened a second ago.
No, I don't think so. I thought he had a red slash for like a while ago. I thought.
It's on me then.
Ahmed is out.
That turns into that. Yeah. I paid up at short everywhere, so it didn't affect me.
Ahmed is out. What does this mean to the average man? Then VV is scratched. Who's that in baseball? Oh, Vince Velasquez is scratched?
Are you serious? I mean, come on. We've got a freaking 4-game slate, and this is what happens? Is that real?
I believe it is.
Oh, my goodness. They don't say who's pitching because then nobody else. How am I supposed to pitch? Oh, my goodness.
Let me just. Yeah, Velasquez is scratched.
How does that happen?
What does this mean to the average man?
Okay, so
boy, a little 4-gamer with no one.
we got to change this soon though. That's the first game. I got
7:05. Oh my god!
So let's just change everything. Okay. Wow. This is so weird. How does that happen?
I mean, that's like beyond.
Happens like, and it's so predictable too. Like it's predictably weird. Like for how the years have been. Injured during war. It's very Vincent Velasquez though, by the way. Very, very typical of him. I swear that guy I've seen come out of more first innings and stuff like that. It's partly why his price is always down. Even when he goes through great straight streaks, he'll come out of like the first inning of a game or something. I don't know if I need now. Now you just have everybody on Alcantara and Smiley. I mean, I don't know what else to really do.
Yeah, who's pitching now? I gotta get him out of here. Hold on. Let's first just get him out.
It actually is worse for Miami, and it's going to look better. It sucks.
That really is amazing. I'm just getting him out of all my lineups here.
He's my only pitcher on FanDuel that I was using.
Yeah. Let's get this out of there. Well, the good news is you could just direct swap to Smiley for now on FanDuel.
I feel nervous about Smiley.
No, I know, just to make sure that.
No, I know. I got you. That's a good point. I appreciate it. Actually, that's helpful. I didn't even see the Toronto lineup yet, so maybe I can make a 2v2
here. David Hale will start in his place.
Just a bullpen game.
Okay.
I mean, I guess there's a chance if he pitches really well, but I just don't think it's worth it. I would just rather play the Uceda thing if I was going to do anything.
So you're saying there's a chance.
All right, Muntz. Let's get Muncy in there.
Let's see something. So let's do this then. So let's take this out. Ahmed out. Who else was out? Velasquez out. Ahmed out.
Albies. Boy, I can't imagine many people are going to play Albert Pujols on DraftKings on FanDuel.
Pujols?
I mean, it's just kind of tempting, just because it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm using Alcantara then.
Is Marte out? No. Gurriel.
Who you got as a 2,100 play for me on FanDuel?
I have no idea. Hold on. I'm just
I do.
trying to get all this shit out here. I don't know. That's... We got to get Gurriel out.
So we are going to wrap around, stack the Dodgers now.
Oh, there you go.
There's so much value, but like there's nobody really good at like 2K. I guess I could use Santiago Espinal as part of a stack.
I'm just going to fix
That'll
these
run.
things.
Maybe.
Kelly. Cannot believe that on some random night like this, it just happened.
It just happens. So annoying. And just as I was saying it, you know what? I deserve it, Sheets. We deserve it.
You did say that, right?
It's my fault, like completely.
That's right. Totally.
On blame.
Really funny. And 656.
So I do want to say, just for people stacking the Dodgers, don't be like, if you're out there, don't be surprised if your guys get like two at bat. Like there's just so many platoons they have available that they can swap anything at any time. But at the same time, if they get out to a lead, I don't think they would be looking to do that too much.
Okay, this all looks good. Look at FanDuel. FanDuel, nothing really changed, except you'd think that does that help or hurt the bats from the other side?
Charges.
With Velasquez being out.
I think it actually hurts them a little, to be honest. But I think they're still totally in play. I think other people will think that they're better plays, and I think they're actually worse plays. But that's just my personal take.
I honestly think that people aren't going to think at all. They're just going to be scrambling to get Velasquez out, and they're going to keep the rest the same. Maybe.
Let's
see.
Apparently I'm trying to play too many Dodgers here.
What that?
Bets.
58. We got. Oh, so it's 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes. Okay. Plenty of time. 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's fun when the sites work and you feel like you actually don't have to get everything in right away. Like they actually.
Right.
Man, I really hope. I think Gavin Lux is going to park one tonight too. I've got a good feeling about him. I just wish they'd take him out of that 8-hole.
You watch Kelly will get scratched after all that.
I wouldn't. I mean, I honestly think there's like almost like even odds. Maybe not even. Probably more likely he does get scratched. I mean, he's done it 2 days in a row.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever seen a pitcher scratched 3 days in a row, and I've seen very few scratched 2 days in a row in my life. Nap for Philly is fine. Guys, try and get the questions in a little bit earlier because it's really, really hard to get to them now that we have to edit these guys out. How many guys are too many to play against your own pitcher on this slate? Two is okay, I would say. Any more, I think you're asking for trouble. Herrera and Knapp are fine. You can do that, absolutely. But there are better catching options, I think. But I'm doing a lot of that, so I'd be, it's not like it's that bad.
I have one pitcher on FanDuel.
Smiley?
Yeah.
I'm not using any Smiley. I'm using only Alcantara. I'm doing the opposite thing.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I need to do something, Toronto.
Five minutes. All right, I can do one more. $500.
I like Gregory Polanco, by the way, if you're not playing Smiley, or even if you are. He's the other one I like against him.
Who?
Smiley has historically given up power to lefties, and I don't mind taking a little bit of that. Gregory Polanco.
Okay. All right, I'll get more pictures here.
Well, I'm using a lot more Pavetta than I initially planned to.
What's that?
I'm using a lot more Pavetta than I really
Yeah, well, me too, and a lot more mats.
It makes me want to change my whole freaking DraftKings build.
Check this out. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, my monster looks very chalky, but it is what it is. Hopefully I have all these guys playing. Yeah, it looks like they're all playing. All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So who do you need? Who's your FanDuel guy? Alcantara. All right, let's go. One of us. Let's do it.
I'm playing Pavetta also.
Okay.
I actually think that if he's not owned on this slate, I think people are making a big mistake. I totally get it. He probably gets rocked, but you want to embrace that.
Yeah. David Hale will appear now. Okay. All right, guys. was a little excitement that I wasn't.
Wasn't expected.
Yep. Edwin Uceta said he was told to prepare to throw bulk innings tonight, for what it's worth.
It's a big thing. All right, I'm going to throw a little bit of Uceta in here.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody.
I will. Good luck. Let's get it.